East Asia has experienced unprecedented change over the past half-century, transforming itself from a poor, undeveloped, and conflict-ridden region to one with political stability, booming economies, and some of the most highly educated and skilled workforces in the world. Countries like South Korea, China, and Singapore have deservedly received a large portion of the limelight, and even countries like Thailand and Vietnam are being labeled the next China. But one country that might not be on your radar is Cambodia. Located between Vietnam and Thailand, this country of just 17 million has experienced 2 decades of stable economic growth. With 28.3% of the GDP coming from tourism, outsiders usually go to Cambodia to see ancient structures such as Angkor Wat, the massive temple that can be seen on the country's flag. The other thing the country is unfortunately known for is the genocide of 1975, which killed 1.5 to 3 million of the country's then population of 7 million. In the years following, Cambodia seemed like somewhat of a basket case in the eyes of the international community, receiving money from the UN and nation-building attempts that always seemed to get lost in the hands of the corrupt. To the surprise of many though, Cambodia has begun to bounce back. In 1999, they joined ASEAN, and from 2010 to 2019 saw an average GDP growth rate of 7%, making them one of the fastest growing economies in the world. The government is predicting continued growth in the future and is currently aiming to become a middle-income country by 2030 and a high-income country by 2050. Over 30% of the economy comes from the manufacturing sector, of which garments and footwear are the 2 biggest industries, accounting for 72% of the nation's total value in exports. Of the country's 1,528 factories, 643 produce garments, and the industry as a whole provides 635,000 jobs, 90% of which go to women. From 2016 to 2017, garment exports rose by 9.5% and footwear by 14.4%. Despite this growth, the government has plans to reduce the country's dependency on these 2 industries by shifting the focus to light manufacturing, which currently accounts for just 3% of total manufacturing. In 2017, Cambodia became the EU's largest supplier of bicycles, and other industries such as electrical parts, automobile components, milled rice, and rubber are currently seeing growth. Most of the country's growth is currently coming from the SEZs, Special Economic Zones, of which there are 4 main ones: Phnom Penh, the nation's capital, Sihanoukville, Manhattan, and Tai Sung Bavet. Companies doing business in these zones will receive 100% corporate tax exemption for up to 9 years, 100% VAT exemption, import-export duty exemption, as well as free repatriation profits. While Cambodia's future seems bright, they are not the only Southeast Asian country that is dependent on garments and footwear and trying to diversify. Nearly all their neighbors are in the same position, but with much more developed economies. Adding to this are political concerns. The country claims to be a multi-party democracy, but the Cambodia People's Party (CPP) currently holds all the seats in the parliament, and the Prime Minister, Hun Sen, has been in power since 1985. While this might seem like a recipe for disaster in the eyes of Westerners, it should be noted that countries such as Singapore, South Korea, Japan, and China have seen political stability and record-setting economic growth and development under similar one-party dominant systems. As the largest inspection company in Asia using full-time inspectors only, VTrust can be your trusted partner and help ensure you receive the quality you pay for from your supplier. For more information, please visit www.vtrust.com or email us at info@vtrust.com.